I want to go a little left here.
Okay.
I was watching some different reaction videos to this Planned Parenthood video that's been moving around the internet. Okay, talking about virginity. All right. As a man with daughters. Okay. It gets crazy. And also, this YouTube Premium break is brought to you by Master Moves Rise. Big salute to Master Move Rise.
Big salute.
Hit them up on their Instagram page, master.move.rise. They got mad merch, a lot of dope stuff over there. And you know, big salute to Unk. Let's get it popping here. Virginity.
Why gotta be a black woman though?
And what's the big deal about losing it? Let me cut to the chase. Virginity is a completely made up concept. It's a term that was created simply to control and shame people, mainly women. A virgin is someone who's never had sex, but it's not as simple as it seems. For one thing, medically, virginity isn't a real thing. In some cultures, people place a lot of importance on the hymen, a thin, fleshy tissue located at the opening of your vagina, as a marker of virginity.
You okay?
But the status of your hymen doesn't actually mean...
Hold on a second. This is what they're teaching in school, eh? They're playing this video in school.
Yeah.
That's because having penis and vagina sex is not the only way a hymen can stretch open. It can happen by putting something in your vagina like a tampon or a finger, riding a bike, or doing sports. So you can't tell if someone's had sex by the way their hymen looks or feels. Another reason the idea of virginity is complete nonsense is that sex means different things to different people.
Oh, Lord.
Generally speaking, society tends to define sex in a very narrow way: penetration, penis into vagina. But where does that definition leave queer people? Or folks who can't or don't?
I was looking at her, I'm like, oh, this is the flipping spokesperson for the LGBTQABCDEF mother G.
Oh man, here's where the hook. This is the hook.
Smoky.
Okay, here's the hook of the tune.
Have penis and vagina sex, and choose to have oral, anal, or another type of sex instead. And not everyone's first sexual experience is consensual, meaning that they were forced or pressured into having sex. There is also a double standard on who carries the burden of virginity. Society puts pressure on men for not having sex at the exact same time they shame women for having it. Make it make sense. Either way, shame has no place in someone's personal decisions about sex.
Wait for the hook.
It's time to throw away the notion of losing your virginity. What if instead of losing something, we reframe it as
gaining something?
Because the truth is, when we make our own decision to become sexually active, we aren't setting ourselves up to lose anything at all. We hope we are gaining things like intimacy, self-insight, pleasure, and empowerment. All of these myths around sex and virginity can be so...
Okay, so I'm gonna stop. So the point is, you're not losing your virginity anymore.
You're gaining.
You're gaining.
You're gaining a body.
One body. Now I can continue my bodies.
Right. Purity is what they're losing.
This is on the Planned Parenthood website, or on their website as well. This is on their YouTube channel. Okay, 127,000 subscribers. They're playing this in schools. I don't have kids yet, but our kids are hearing this. Are you okay? All of y'all, are you okay with this? We're not losing virginity.
Not.
We're gaining.
No, I disagree with this video.
Like if you one day you're gonna have kids.
Hopefully, yeah.
Right? You have a daughter. She's 13. Are you okay with this video running in the class?
Definitely not. And I think overall, like, because I like to study like religions, right? Every religion kind of talks about this concept of virginity, and it's not just for women. Like, I think in an ideal world, right? Like maybe like the first time you lose it is like ends up with your wife. And it's her first time and your first time. So like, you're not tainted by like all these like crazy sexual experiences. You're probably going to enjoy that for most of your life. But if you've had a lot of sexual partners before, then you settle with one, it might be boring because you know what I'm saying?
You're so used to so many.
I think in an ideal society, like virginity should be promoted in some ways, but it's unrealistic at the same time, right?
Yes.
Yeah. With energy.
Dusty, are you okay? As a man with kids, they're running this in the classroom right now, bro. I don't know if they're running this over here in Canada, but they're running this in classrooms right now.
Yeah. My daughters have told me what they're learning. You know, it's like
I see you breathing. Well, even with the video, I just heard the breathe.
Like, you know, it's a very touchy subject. So it's all in what you're teaching in your home, your household.
I was gonna say something.
You know, it's really all in what I'm teaching in my household.
Facts.
So I teach my daughters about purity, about don't bring home no goddamn waste, man. You get what I'm saying? So they get it. Like, so this lady now can't transform their mind because they know like what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Wait, chill out, because you're gonna regret certain things. And if I'm here to tell you now what mistakes I've made, just as a man to a woman, and then their mother can tell the same mistakes, they kind of are getting programmed to not make them.
Yeah.
You understand? If you lead properly, if you lead the household properly, right? So now, let's say there's not a father in the household and a son or a daughter catches a hold of this video, you might have a train wreck because now they're hearing things that are being taught to them through a TV screen.
Now, you see the train wreck analogy for those people on that side, or I don't know if there's a side or whatever, they'll be like, what do you mean? This is great education. This is what you're supposed to be teaching your kids. Right?
Yes, very much.
They'd be offended by you saying that's a train wreck. They'd be like, no, this is the good stuff.
Very much so, in a sense of what you believe. It's all in what you believe, right? Because a part of it did have me where I understood what she was saying, but then tap back in. I was like, no, because you're losing your purity when you lose your virginity.
Yeah. It's like a loss of innocence.
And with sex carries energy. Now, if you could teach your daughters every sexual partner you will have will carry on for the next 7 years, and when you move on from them, even it will still carry. Women still think of men they used to be with, even if they're with another man.
Yeah,
because of an energy. So it carries a lot of energy. Now, that is something very important when it comes to your body. You understand what I'm saying? So women, in a sense, if they're okay with holding out, that is the most purity. A man will respect that way more.
Exactly. They'll be more appealing. Like, let's be honest, like, as adults, like, we've always seen like virgins are more appealing in like every culture.
I can't control what a woman does with her pussy before me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But if there's a purity to the person where there's not as many bodies.
Yeah, you don't got like, you're not in the quadruple digits.
Yeah, then you could be, you know what I'm saying? Like
because these days they're promoting that. I don't know if they're promoting more bodies is better. Because like I watch a lot of these different things, like the whatever podcast clips and different things, and a lot of they're trying to tell the women like, you need to lower down on the amount of bodies that you're collecting. And they're kind of like fighting back like, what you mean? I can do whatever I want. Yeah. I can screw 4 guys this week if I want. And we're like, fam, we're not going to want to waif you if you have too many bodies.
Yeah. So
that's literally the whatchamacallit, the gender wars that's been going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't want you to have 700 bodies. And they're like, what's wrong with having 700 bodies? And it's like, fam, your pom-pom's loose.
Yeah, but that's
like if you want to be realistic.
Yeah, that's a scary. No, you got a lot of energy.
Yeah, you got too many bodies, fam.
Yeah, you got a lot of energy.
What I will say,
demons, you got killers, you got everything.
Too many niggas know what your box look like.
Accountants, real estate agents, like all their energy.
Yeah.
There's a chef energy to you right now. Did you bang the chef?
Yeah,
you know
all these recipes.
How do I know how to cook now?
Yeah, like now it starts translating into you. Like, oh my God.
When I see these kind of videos, and I think this is an overall bigger agenda, like they're despiritualizing sex. They're kind of monotonizing it, trivializing it to where it's just like a regular thing. And this has been happening since sexual revolution of like in like the 60s, 70s, but now especially like where like the state is really trying to be like the religion of the people, this whatever the state says with this like leftist ideology. This Planned Parenthood, this is a government agency. Like
if they're
getting government dollars to promote this.
Yeah. But then I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, they're putting back out AIDS. You know what I'm saying?
He's just trying to spread more AIDS in the streets.
Yeah, they're trying to, and they're going to start with the youths then because they're the most reckless.
Yeah.
They don't know about a condom. They'll try to put on a paper bag. You know what I'm saying? On their try to. So it's like, or they'll go on raw dog. So it's like,
I thought Planned Parenthood was, the jar of condoms. I thought that was what the Planned Parenthood program was. Now it's like, hey, you gained your virginity.
Planned Parenthood is to kill all black babies.
Yo, I was going to say schools and videos like this, like they kind of have a responsibility to show how to be safe while doing it.
For sure.
Because like you have a school is like a concentrated area with all these people like meeting each other for the first time and like, interacting and seeing each other every day, and it's just gonna happen, you know.
It's like a big old club.
So they kind of have a responsibility. Like every school has a responsibility to show how to keep it safe.
Yeah, I agree.
But like when they start throwing like what you learn at home, for instance, out the window. Right? And they start like bashing that and saying, no, that's a made up thing, this and that. That's when it starts being like problematic.
Screw your spiritual beliefs.
Yeah, wow. They're really just supposed
get more bodies. Yeah. Like, no, like your parents are home. Like, what did you learn in school? Like, what? You know what I'm saying? And like, it's like literally desensitizing or not desensitizing, unlearning your kids from the things that you're teaching them at home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. My teacher still told me it's okay if I have 10 bodies by the time I'm 19. Like, what?
But another issue is that I feel like society today, it's so outside our natural human tendencies. Like, for example, like I'd say humans start to get sexual, 13, 14. Once you hit puberty, that's when...
humping my pillow when I was like 5.
Yeah. This guy's been a little more active than the average person. But,
bad student.
You know what I'm saying? So back in the day in other cultures, people were getting married at like 14, 15, 16.
But to an older man too.
Could be older man, could be a young guy and a young girl too.
Yeah, that too.
You know? So,
that too.
And I think now that like people are maybe not even getting married or maybe getting married in their 30s. So you're not going to be able to stay a virgin your whole life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't think there's anything wrong with celebrating virginity or even just like saving yourself for something.
I know in like Indian culture, like the Hindustan culture, Punjabi, a lot of those men are virgins, dog. Or they're lying. They go to the rub and tug and, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, I don't know. But like
on paper, they're virgins.
Yeah, like to their wife, to the girl they've been arranged marriage to, she's pure, he's pure. You know what I'm trying to say?
They're
like,
free virgins, but paid ones.
You know what I'm saying? So there's certain cultures that still keep it.
Some Arab girls do that too, where it's like, they won't let you hit it. They'll let you do anal, but they won't to keep their virginity.
Wowzers!
Like they won't let you go in the punans, but they'll let you hit it. A lot of places do this, by the way, not just Arab. Like
that's funny. No, but you're not wrong though, because back in the days, like when we were younger, it was like, okay, you didn't, right?
Yeah.
But okay, I got to do a little, I got my fingering on. So the girl's still a virgin technically because she didn't get no D.
No, but she was the black lady.
But she could be a brain. Like I got brain from a girl who's like she's a virgin.
Yeah.
But she was like braining everybody.
Yeah.
So you're sexually active.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like she's just like, but I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
But you're not technically, not in the mouth.
Well, she learned that from somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, because them times I was like, 15 or something like that?
She learned that from somewhere, rascal.
Yeah, but it's like...
Hopefully not at home.
But now, in these days and times, fam,
that
wouldn't even exist. It's all no hold barred, fam.
Well...
And you could be whatever you want to be on top of that.
I know. But I don't think these kids are really going off like that, eh? I think these kids are flipping off. Most of them, because there's so much porn. You get what I'm saying?
And on average, like there's a whole statistic going around that like less men are having sex these days.
Yeah, because they're putting some shit in the water, and like, God damn it,
no, it's also like women are not going for
The
the
guys
quote
their
unquote
age.
average guys,
Yeah.
guys their age. They're
Oh.
going for a bracketed guy. Or, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's a lot of just stuff that I see on my timeline where girls are like, oh, he has to make $250K a year. I'm not going to deal with him. And I'm like, okay, so then there's a whole bunch of guys.
Something there too.
The OF done messed up a lot of girls' heads. So
You know,
Oh, man.
you know what else it is? I feel like this era of women know, but the one before that, like our era, they didn't realize how valuable it was to be like young and pure. Like when girls are like 18, 19, 20 to like these rich dudes.
Yeah.
That's what they want. They
Yeah.
want those
you
type
don't
of
want a
girls.
girl with 30 bodies. Or not
Yeah,
even
by like
30 more.
21 and she's letting people hit it who like don't even have a job. We're all just in high
Yeah,
school. You
yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
Where she
yeah.
could get like a rich dude to like really like take care of her and stuff because
Yeah.
she has that window. So I feel like a lot of these girls now are aware of that and they're like, oh, I can get like a NFL player because I'm like 19 or 18 and I'm a virgin.
And you can DM them.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to remember, like,
Accessibility.
once upon a time, and this is maybe Dusty and I can relate to this a little bit more because like, there was a space of time where like your average thought can just go holler at Drake or holler at Odell Beckham in the DMs and be like, yo, I'm cute. And they'll just fly you out. You have to bump into them when you go to their city.
Yeah.
You actually have to make the effort to like wait in front of their like dressing room. Yeah,
There's a lot of work to meet these
groupies
people.
actually used to put in work back in the day to be groupies. Now it's like you just post pictures.
They'd end up in your dressing room, ready, naked.
If you see that famous guy double tap your picture, DM him, he might
That's
fly
it.
you out.
That's
now
it.
you've met such and such quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
That's it.
Now you got to meet Future.
Yeah. Now you're in the party.
You know what I'm saying? And you work at the Walmart with a fat ass.
Yeah. You were average.
Yeah.
Average chick.
But yeah, man, I just want to put that out there what the youths them are learning. You know what I'm saying?
We love hip hop.